Hey everyone, we'll be starting momentarily. I am getting everything ready, so please bear with me. Right, post there, that is saved. Stream is good. No drop frames, everything seems to be stable. We're showing up on there, so we can begin. Hi everyone, welcome to another week and another set of streams. Today we are going to be continuing with Apollo Justice Trilogy. I nearly said Dream Drop Distance, that's a different game. Dual Destinies. I don't have Dream Drop Distance, and that's Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, we're going to be continuing where we last left off. Last time, we had actually done the first day of the stream of the trial for the murder of the judge teacher. And now we are back at school, and we're going to see if we can investigate the art room, which should be open unless someone's going to be like, no, you cannot go in here. You need permission. And I'll be like, no, I'm a lawyer. And it's like, oh, okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We we did all that. All three students was like, no, I did it. No, I did it. We all did it. And it was yeah, interesting. Also the prosecutor student course well, the prosecutor's course student turned out to be a woman this whole time. And was pretending to be manly for some reason. They kind of explained it as like, oh yeah, I was brought up to be a man because my parents were bullshit, but whatever. Well, I'm already swearing. It's not been 10 minutes yet. Calm down, me. But yeah, we're gonna get to there, see what we can get through, see what else we can find out. Maybe we'll find out more as to why they withheld their actual gender. But yeah, we'll see. So without further ado, let us close this and bring up the game. Also, hi, Rafatron. Hi, Sean. Probably pop in and out. Oh, it's okay, Rafatron. As long as you are here. We're talking about apologists. No, we're talking about, oh, I've forgotten the name. The one that was, like, shouting the whole time, that had the brace on. But Apollo being as a woman. Oh, that would be interesting, actually. I wonder how that would work. Oh, and then Trucy could have a big sister. That'd be fun. Yep. Thank you for this. Yeah, yes. So, I recall that last time I said that we could change the outfit for when they do outside of the trial parts. Do we still want to do that, or do we just want to stick with their normal outfits for now? Because the main issue would be is that if we finish the investigation segment now and have enough time to do the trial segment, I'll have to come out the game and then switch back. I don't think there's a way to swap them in-game. Yes? Okay. Game selection. This is the one I want. Costumes! Right. Let us give him the Stalin 3 Crows. Got a weird face there. Why not? Might as well. Yeah. Alright. Put her in the best outfit. And then classic Phoenix. Yeah! Although, yeah, we'll keep it that. I was thinking about maybe we should do the nostalgic sweater, but I think this will fit better. This stream will only be the investigation portion. Okay. We'll see about that. 2016... 2018, so yeah, this one. Let's go! For playing the game in any of one of the available costumes. That's me! Honestly, though, I always change Athena's outfit to the school attire when I start the second case. You mean second case chronologically, or just second case in the game? Anyway, October 25th, Write Anything Agency. I think this is right after the trial. It makes our scene with the policeman even funnier. Does the actual cutscene change, or is it just like she quickly changes into her old outfit and then quickly changes out? Magic. Second case in this game. Okay. Sorry, boss, I couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you mean. Men. The DL case is second. Ah, okay. But there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now, how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. What's with the evil stare there, Phoenix? If it weren't for their confessions, I'd... Oh, yeah. What if this trial proceeds in the same manner and the ends in the same way as the mock trial? Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna get to finish the investigation. Can't it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magical panties. I'm good. Thanks, but I better get going. Say me one when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Judy at the detention center first, right away. No, wait. I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I better go too. No problem. You two be careful. I'll eat the cookies. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here? Is it going to be the case of, like, the guy's going to be like, no, you failed, so now I'm taking over. Get away from my client. Oh, exactly. Hello. As soon as I talk about him, he's here. I just threw that out there. Well, now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something, but first, Athena. I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, Don't worry, I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that. Athena. I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh? I myself only just heard of this moments ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. I want to do this, regardless of what my client wants. We'll make a Greek Street Fighter character. Oh. You might have something there, actually. What's her special move? Would it just be the throw? Junie! I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? No, you will hear me out. I am your defense attorney, and you will like it. Athena, do you actually think you or Robin could have committed the crime? The body was right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones. Who could move freely around the campus at that time? I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point I can't rule them out. Which is the logical thing. Everyone is a suspect until you get to have evidence that points to someone else. The throw is the ultimate for sure. Yeah. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat because I am perfect. How could you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? Have you not been watching Phoenix Wright? He's been able to prove like multiple people were innocent. I am a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. Of course your name is Aristotle. I really don't like the sound of that. A while back, next Marvel vs. Capcom should be a playable fighter. Yeah. It's a Maya Athena double suplex. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe my friends are innocent too. Alright. If that's how you really feel, we'll have to respect your decision. Apollo? But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all. There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? I swear, I like put more emotion in how Athena says it, but I think that makes sense because she is emotional. She's an emotional person. Wouldn't a high-ranking member of staff have free reign to move throughout campus? Yeah, I think so. About your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? That was it, Robin. Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was that I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you are convicted of a crime? No, I didn't because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Is it me or she gotten pale all of a sudden? I think it's just because she moved her head down so there's more light on it. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did the three of you become first friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. Apparently it was in the 1940s because everything is in black and white. Him or Von Karma for creepier smiles? Him. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should say kind of, whenever it comes up and says dark age of the law, I should say it in a mocking tone. But like, the dark age of the law. Or something. Just so then Sean gets his, like, vindication about it. There's that proof of friendship thing go again. I just wish this was as simple as that. We haven't a proof of a friendship. Yes, all our friendship lasts. You can bet we'll carry them around. The situation kind of changed recently when the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Stupid woman. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. Well, that meant fewer arguments. It also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. She's using psychology. She's analyzing the problem and producing a not a theory, diagnosis. I don't know what the right word would be in this case, but yeah. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about the difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Judy. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Judy, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on the stage costume until 7. Being serious though, the idea itself isn't bad, but it's the fact that it feels forced to me, like they added it in at the last moment. It's like Phoenix in the last game. I guess. To be honest, like the entire game is the dark age of the law, where people just be like, I can just be a prosecutor and do whatever I want. You're a defense lawyer, you don't get to do the same things. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's got to be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture around 6 p.m., which was before I'd left the art room. But the clock here says it's just after 7. By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some reason, or for some time. Yeah, but that's what it's been like since AA1 when you think about it. Yeah, true. So there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture. I guess we better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. At around 7:15 p.m., I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? I mean, Edgeworth withheld information with regards to what a witness saw, and then Von Karma tried to get rid of the evidence of the DL6 incident. Yeah. She suddenly went silent. She was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6? Alright, I won't press the matter any further until it comes prudent. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something and I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell ring. I'd say maybe around 8:30 p.m. Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they'd finally finished. Oh, right. Statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets? Junie, are you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. It might be because you're trying to inhale pollen, but whatever. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the results I want in Juniper's case. But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off. Considering that the last person who did forgery was, like, arrested and kicked out of things. Junie and Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this isn't another one of your crazy... By sundown today! Yes? I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice... Wait a second, don't drag my name into... We're going to discover the truth behind the murder mystery. Hey there, Mossum, little raptor. And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing you just what the truth is. I see. So it has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Means. I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Stina, but thank you. Gotta go. Alright, man, Sean. Thanks for stopping by anyway. Have fun. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. You can thank me all you want once I get back to get to the bottom of this. Very well. I'll see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just, she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly. I find it rather thrilling. Now, let's get back here again later. We'll meet back here. If you'll excuse me, I'll better go. Okay, see you later. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and the ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? This is no time to be thinking about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. I can talk to you. I believe I've already shown you some of the stuff. I think we can just go. Let's go to the hallway. Nothing there. No one here. Oh god, it's you. You've tried to... What have you done to your box? October 25th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage. Is it my imagination, or did something just move? Afternoon, you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you still doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not the one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Fraulein. I'd intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. You have a much better relationship with Gavin than than Justice, who treats him like an annoyance. Just because he's so cool. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed a lot of stuff yesterday. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and the big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeves to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner back in the back? I know the scales of the school symbol, but what's that number 6? Looks like it's in a serious pain or something. Athena, Ixnay on the Ixnay. That's the Gavinier's logo, Fraulein. Oh, a nice pig Latin hair forehead, real smooth. Oh, I meant, it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. 9, Fraulein, it's G for Gaviniers, not a 6. Whatever floats your pretty boat. So where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on the stage. It was an important part of the show. The school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made for the heavyweight high-grade cloth. This banner and 2 broken statues, there are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? Come to think of it, one of the broken statues would have prosecuted Gavin. As you can see here in the stage plans. Right here we have the statue of me. And right here is Hess' right statue. But little does that matter now, as we both have lying pieces next to you. Therefore, what did I ever do to you? Actually, this statue broke in a rather large piece. Why don't we try putting it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star? Achtung! That's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay, let's do this, schnell! Is this an investigation, or am I interrupting a German language club social event? I see you there. Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off! I knew it. I know that voice anywhere. Just ignore it. I mean, it made it wishes loud and clear. So this is the future card box technology has afforded us, huh? It's a bit too far away to get a good look. Maybe we should try a different angle? I don't know. This is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking of the truth, underneath the starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. 67th? Oh, this school festival goes way back. Oh, look. The text on the sign isn't written, it's embroidered. And there's a warning in the even smaller embroidery. Embroidered sign lovingly crafted by the Handicrafts Club. Keep dry. The sign is outside. What happens if it rains? I didn't even see these over here. Isn't even a prosecutor's bench on this stage. Ah, the memories, Fraulein. It's a former rock star and a prosecutor. The prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotions, passions, and fight. I can picture it now, with your silvery singing voice and Apollo's sweating bullets. Hey, how about picturing me winning once in a while? I mean, to be fair, you didn't win, it was Trucy. The winner of the mock trial was to take the training seminar right here. You mean Hugh or Robin? Yeah. Besides, Junie, they're the only ones who could have moved freely around the campus. Before the mock trial, that means one of them must be the killer. But that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper one more time, persuade her to give us a name. Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose. We can't rush it either. Efficiency is the key. Body's gone. All that's left is a white outline. I never knew Professor Cork personally, but seeing her reduced to a white outline leaves me cold inside. But in a way, she still lives on in the messages she left behind, like the strange way her body was posed and the signs of her wrist being bound. You're right. Let's use our final messages to catch the killer. Wow, they built a witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what this notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. You mean this thing spins? Why? Why would it spin? I don't know. Go up here. Found one. A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris? Looks like there's still another large piece over scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. Stand along, all alone in the strangest of places. Found another piece. but there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Stick the shape that you could describe as angular. That isn't what it looked like, but sure. Ooh, I like the view. The judge could look down on everything from up here. Yeah, not bad for a temporary stage. Is that so, Mr. Justice? The judge act from the mock trial? I don't know why, but it kind of creeps me out. Wrong answer again, Mr. Justice. A penalty for a mock lawyer. That is not funny. Look, there's your rival over there, Apollo. Who, Prosecutor Gavin? I've battled out a few times before, but I wouldn't call him... No, not him. I meant the speaker over there. He can output massive blasts of sounds that rival your chords of steel. I have better things to do than compete with a speaker, so just forget it. This place is a lot smaller than I thought it was. I thought it'd be a lot bigger. What does it say? Cleaner? The past clean with something. Whee! The other statue Robin made. It's been smashed to bits. If there were some larger pieces, we might be able to put this one back together too. Yeah, but all I see are itty-bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think. If he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together, but left his like this. We could always come back to do it after the case is solved. I'll help you fix it. Yeah, extra work. What is this metal wall? Found another piece of the statue. There should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Purple fragment. 2 purple fragments. Else. You think there'd be more over this way rather than all the way over here? Find another piece of the statue. There should be some more. No stone unturned. Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin. You're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know. Whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. Can I take that as a confession here for her? What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then, yeah? There's a copy of the school paper with that story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff. It's more popular than you'd think. What's that? I thought I heard something just now. I don't know why I read it like that, but yeah. You're just hearing things. It was nothing more than your ears playing tricks on you. Can I... Ah, there's one. Looks like another piece of the statue. Thanks, Apollo. It makes 5 pieces in all. I think we have all we're going to find. Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might overword that. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put that statue together. Alright, Apollo, you come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could, hold this. There's no cracks at all. It's like it never broke. We did it! Not bad if I do say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? Put the statue back together, but look. What's with all these leftover white pieces? Huh, these look like they go together. And this one too. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. It's a bomb. Oh, that's actually a cool statue. So, what is it? Ah, it's the goddess of law holding up a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there, Fraulein. Phew. I love that feeling you get after you get worked really hard on something. No. I mean, what it was. I meant to ask, what's it doing here? Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen this statue somewhere before. This and the statue of Clavier were broken at the same time, but have been repaired. No one knows where it came from. I think it's quite obvious, going by this picture right here. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something like this whole time. You know that pole at the edge of the stage? You mean this? It is a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. This wire is for hanging bangers over the stage. One of the policemen who were here earlier was checking how it worked. So that's why there's a banner that looks like it's out of place. The banners are hung over there and removed from the art room over there. Is the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fraulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey, anyone in the art room? Oh, God. Oh, it's you people! Ha 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 ha! In justice we trust! It's Detective Fulbright. In justice we trust. That's some kind of agreement between you two. Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there? Of course, just leave it to me. I like that they animated it and show him up there. How's that? Phew. Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Ha 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 ha! Always glad to help. In justice we trust. Like, they could have just left it an empty window and then they could have just heard the voice. But the fact that he shows up is cool. It's one of the reasons why I like the 3D version. Like the 3D model version, I mean, because he can actually do stuff like that. Is that some kind of agreement between you two or not? Well, look like the banner's down now. Let's take a look. Oh, you need to get closer. Look at this banner. I don't think it would have flapped very well in the wind. An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Jeez, did you really have to? You don't have to come across an unflappable banner every day. You know, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away. I got it. That's the theater shopping. Yes, great catch, huh? October Q120. Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October Q120. What's that supposed to mean? Test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I don't see how Hugh can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, should we expect a banner again now that it's been unraveled? This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look, it's not hard to see. That was quite obvious. Even with my colorblind eyes, partially colorblind anyway, I can see that. There's a dark red stain here just under the emblem. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Do you know what? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The stain might be from the victim's blood. School banner added to the court record. This statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright. Thank goodness, bearing scales and a sword. She's a symbol of fairness and strength. Or that goddess. But she and the other symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Right. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit. Hey, Raffatron, welcome back. Phew, that was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were trying a process of removing them after the stage was set up. But they were never able to finish on account of the murder. We should take a look if you think it'd be important. Hey, what's all this stuff? This track looks man-made. Hey, you're right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there. Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged around through here. And this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival? Ah, I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while, but if you make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The Gavineer's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know. It might just be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Don't tell me. So in short, that's... Hey. That box. It just took off running. I have a pretty good idea who it is, as I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over there in that direction. After that box. We're gonna kill her! Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Wipe past with the crime cleaner. Get sparkling clean with brute force. Danger, toxic. I don't think you should be hiding in that box. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone. Hey, she's wearing the outfit in this. This is not what she was wearing, but yeah, sure. Sorry, Miss Skull, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really did make you a failure as a reporter. Failure as a reporter? No! And then we found out she was cute. Come to think of it, calling her as a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. It's true, though. She's making stuff up. That's not reporting. That's being a freaking, what's it called? A sensationalist or whatever. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where they'll never get to see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache. And then she exploded. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to prod her with information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's what you're thinking. Why are you rubbing your bracelet? What kind of person do you think I am? You read me like a book. Scuttling scuttlebutt. That was you on stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? a look at this. Why are you showing me a burn-up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gaviniers logo there. So this is the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up. Don't look at me, I just have to find it in the incinerator. We have an incinerator? Where? Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make a good honest threat to burn her box? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. Burnt fragments added to the court record. The burnt remnants of the Gaviniers banner that was tossed into the incinerator and later found by Miriam. Oh, it's right there. I just saw the incinerator. Miriam, are you an apology? I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. But no, don't apologize, it's true. Too late. I have already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here it goes. 5%. 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? No, she shouldn't. She's literally putting people in danger and making, like, wild slander accusations. Like, oh, these people are trying to fight. Oh, this person is a heartbreaker or whatever. Didn't mean it. Oh no, my photo! Stop! Cancel! Abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make it this right. No, we don't! Screw her! I know. Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone. But the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Even if it was not a good article. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Themis Herald and Themis Herald Extra are returned to Miriam. They might be important. What are you doing? There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live, because I'm weird. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just, they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well... Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Objection!
That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio. How could you possibly know that? Oh, hi again. That's one abused laptop. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I real feely bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? How could I do that? Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like a good cop, bad cop all rolled up into one. Fine, I'll do it, if that's what you want. Yay! I'll be there later to bring you the laptop. Wait. It's not like I owe you or anything, but here. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures. Looks like they're setting up the stage. Yeah, but it took them... I bet it took them when they were... Oh, I can't read. Yeah, I took them when they were putting the backstage backdrop into place. Why are there hard hats? Phoenix Wright statue wasn't finished yet. And that was 6:01 p.m. So they were still working. I think the 23rd is the day of the murder, so... Or the night of the murder. Okay. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. What I can make out, anyway. Those are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Isn't it nice? Or isn't it, a coincidence that the only two photos that were left were very decisive pieces? Or, like, very, useful. Well, see you around. Scary lawyer lady. The name's Athena, damn it. That was really impressive. You know, what next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Sure, but first... Oh, not that. E. I was pressing R. Yeah, I can quite clearly tell that this is that statue that we rebuilt. I guess it was broken the first time, and they were just like, no, we need to show that the law system is corrupt, so we shall make it into a monster with chains and stuff. October, Hue 120. A large banner that was hung on a wire between the stage and the art room. A trace amount of blood was on it. Burnt Gavanier's banner that was tossed into the incinerator. 601. There's the Gavanier's logo and the thing. The window's closed. They don't have the things up properly yet. The guy's still making stage. Wait, there's Hugh. Wait, Hugh can drive a forklift? Or not a forklift, a crane? He's 17. You think they'd be the most recent photos, but clearly they aren't since a child photo exists. True, true. Okay. Time to walk around. $80. Is he? Let me check on that. Yeah, he is 18. I guess it's just her that's 17 then. Alright. Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure, but you two? I know it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. You can get forklift certified. Too bad, Sonic. I'm forklift certified. Ah! That meme will always stick in my head. You can get certified of 18, but he's definitely too young for a crane. Yeah, I would think something like that is... After all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you also confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? Make it brief. I don't have a lot of time. And I assume you don't either. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Oh. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice in the tape is female, so the rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here. The end justifies the means. Ugh, but I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin or I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. There's no way the real killer would confess. What are you talking about? There have been plenty of cases of the real killer actually going, yeah, it was me. Even you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you? You'd make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to be enjoying getting under people's skin. Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt. This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwood was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? I've no intention of saying anything more, now if you'll excuse me.
You're hard, I will not be not through with you yet.
It seems that the rogue prosecutor has it out for me.
Leave and we will might discuss your do or what.
No, wait. Well, I'll stay about the coolers. What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Really a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you'd think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. And again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. He's holding the illegal crane operation against him. Yeah. Just wasting your time and mine. Next question. I hate it when people do that. Where they're like, they dismissively say, next question. No, wrong. You know, like, shut up. Don't be so rude. It reminds me of that guy. What was it? There was a video like a few years ago, maybe more, where he just like, no, you have been stopped. You know, he's like, he's answering questions and he's just so rude to the people asking him things. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why did she want to see you? I have no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. Also, don't mind the spooky score in the background. Professor Mean strike again. And again, Hugh is the lawyer course, or in the lawyer course. Didn't Professor Court used to say that the good results only is the two? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth? How can you be so sure it'll help solve you this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about the truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of you. Or because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secret, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. And then he just leaves. Hugh, wait! He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore. Why would he say that? It didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Yes, pin our hopes on the guy that just said that it might be dangerous for Juniper. Also, our friendship is over. I did the murder. Like, okay, yeah, sure. Non-friends do that. Tina, what do you say we head over to the art room? Maybe we can get a nice change of pace? Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. All right. We don't really have much time left anyway. Oh, we're immediately going there. Oh, it's Juniper. Well, future Juniper. And there she is again. God, no. It's Vampy. Whatever his name was. Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again. Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it. Helping those in need is my brand of justice is all about. Right. So, this art room was where the murder actually occurred? That's right. You can see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. You can't see it, I mean. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Sure. Immediately saw this. A mock trial script on the floor and nearby an envelope marked use. I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside the envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rogue or Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me. It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence, it also says. Welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow, you have that title memorized already? And now I want to read the one on the floor. It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge on the top of the statue. But it's not if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art. Oh look, it has a title. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Huh. Feel creative. Art, either it's too abstract to understand, or as subtle as a sledgehammer. Yeah, that's true, actually. Look at a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. Oh, you mean in a kiln? I thought you meant like fired from a job. I bet Robin made it. And I bet it won't last long, the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some colour on it. It looks like bloodstains on the way the glaze was scribbled onto it. Just like bloodstains? In justice we trust! That does look like bloodstains! We'd better examine it at once! I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big bloodstain is. And then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means that body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped into a mat, and then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there was a mat and ball cart. So even the moving the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Juniper's script. Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place. Well, you're wrong. I'm going to prove you in court. Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So this is what they consider art? I really don't get it. That's because you have no taste, Apollo. We could tell that with your music. The only time you did was when it was Lamoire's music. But that's because that's your mother, even if you don't know that. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who's this again? Name's on the top of my tongue. Three busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and a lawyer or prosecutor. Oh, okay, because I was trying to figure out how she would figure this was a defendant. And I was like, oh, she's on the stand. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out looking one the defendant. Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think, Apollo, think! This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go. I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them there. Let's see. It's like everyone from the judges' course submitted one. The victim Constance Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She has probably spent a lot of time here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wind up here. More stressed out over Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels. You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it. Tis, you're the one to talk, Apollo. Me? What about Mr. Wright? Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. It's actually really good. Is this Juniper? Those are different, but... Oh, look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing Robin. Ah, I think this is plenty good myself. I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Right here. It's right here. You just talked about it. Hey, this area is the rope with the rope around it. That's where we detected a large bloodstain. In short, the victim was stabbed here and by somewhere close by. The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right? Right, but we were able to detect traces amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove evidence. All evidence of wrongdoing, and that, in a nutshell, is justice, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd let me have the cool lines. I feel bad for him. This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look. Don't waste your time. I've checked it and it's 100% accurate. You sure? How did you check it? Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see? Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice your watch had stopped? It has? This is unacceptable. We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective? But... The clock must have been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. So, if so, that would perfectly fit with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I'm almost sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait just 1 minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead of the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside the window, right? Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book. But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view one to be had to the opposite side of the school building. Oof! Then what's this moon doing here? I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. I didn't see the stage until very yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and the big crescent moon isn't half bad. Oh, it's the sign that was being picked up by the crane. Isn't this that same as the one of the painter at the stage backdrop? Professor's right here, Detective. This shows it was taken at 6 p.m. when the photo was taken. Oh, no. This one.
Take that!
I know this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon is in the photo back came from in the truth of yesterday, Junie's testimony. What? Where? Where does it show that? If you look right here, it will become crystal clear.
Take that!
They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. That's the big board hanging there. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's the crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board. The back of the... That's right. At around 6 p.m. when this was taken, A photo of that same board was being taken from the front. What do you mean, the front? The front is against the wall. That is where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't exist in this photo? Take a good look. Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop? Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set back in place. So the art room clock was running fast at least as far back as the day of the murder. How? How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now? Yes, I just blew a big hole in this piece of prosecution evidence. Athena smart. Me smart. I knew that, like, immediately. Hey, look. This is you on this mobile Apollo, a red demon. A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a bush to me. No. See the antenna on the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see it's a ladybug. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. I can see the other half of the building over there. The quadrant stage down below. Yeah, must be the window detective Fulbright stuck his head out of earlier. Wait, he would have had to have gone on this side, but there's a table in the way and the window's closed. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I swear he came out the other side, because that's where the wench is. Oh yeah, thanks for the help, detective. A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need. Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow? All right, let me think. Well? Oh, hey, I'm not falling for that. So close, I could almost taste it. There's this bunch of flour on the table. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo? You're right. I wonder where it is. Mom was a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this? There's a paint palette over here. No surprise there, considering this is the art room. Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange. I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red. What's that supposed to mean? I think this is saying that the two of us have worked together to solve this case. Ooh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave? What about the blob right next to it, the one with red and green? Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet? Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gates? No, because Pearls is not here. I think we pretty much looked at everything. Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled on the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin is still standing on the front of the broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me, I won't tell anyone. I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Alright, I guess that's about wraps up all the important stuff. Oh, I guess they just tell you that now. Find anything new, Detective Fulbright? Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. He sure is confident for having found nothing. But if you're talking about outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough. Oh dear. Unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I should do. No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow. You saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? Oh, you want to know? You really want to know? You really, really? Come on, just tell us already. Fun. Anyhow, we've got the results of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder? Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect Miss Woods beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here, they analyze the voice in the tape inside and out. Oh, okay then. And you thought the voice of the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor? Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. He's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're a goner," around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Judy would shout that in the first place. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust! It's no use trying to pry information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. I wonder what that main argument will be about now. How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh, does he now? Detective Fulbright. Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was here just a moment ago. She mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. Wait, I want to present something first. What's that totally random? Well, you two can play at that game. In justice we trust. How do you like them apples? Pretty spiffy, huh? I polish the leather case to a rich luster daily. And once a week I apply an anti-rust protectant on my badge. Is that all really necessary? Of course it is. A detective's badge is his first line of defense. I'm sure you treat your badge with tender loving care, too. Athena, I've always seen your badge gathering dust on your desk. You usually scramble to find it right before leaving the office. No comment. Okay, I see. So that's your symbol of justice. Well, here's mine. In justice we trust. I'd be happy if I never saw one of those again. I'm just showing random piece of evidence. Issue does the voice shouting "You're a goner" belong to Juniper Woods. The voice is a perfect match. Testing is underway regarding signs of post-recording editing. The tape has about 10 minutes and 35 seconds of noise requiring further investigation. Okay. That's gonna get the prosecution a decisive advantage. Prepare to get owned tomorrow. I don't think so. We have new evidence that will blow your case out of the water. Oh, yeah? Well, Prosecutor Blackwell has a witness ready to deliver brand new testimony. Plus, he has a new tie and a pair of even flashier shackles just ready to break. Tomorrow's trial will be ours. In justice we trust. Well, tomorrow I'll be using a new shampoo and I'm changing breakfast cereals too. What about you, Apollo? What'll be new with you tomorrow? I think we should approach the case with a fresh new attitude. It's what on the inside that's important. We'll be fine as long as we stand strong. Wow, Apollo. That was actually really inspiring. There it was, actually. I don't think there's anything else I can show him, so... Away! To the lecture hall. Third floor lecture. There she is! Robin! Hey, Robin! I can't remember what voice I gave her after she revealed herself. I think it was just kind of normal, but it was like still exaggerated. Oh, Athena, Apollo! Oh, my voice is starting to go. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Doesn't mean sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you want. Or W-A-N-T. About your confession today, why did you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The ends justify the means. So you're a follow Professor Means too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like the B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro. And with the style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. What if the trial went south? You'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Talk about someone who's literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. I guess being on the dealing with her own problems too. That was not proper sentence, but I'll go with it. That totally makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right. Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder? Finishing a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. You made the statue miss the right and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? Yes, I did. Both of them. This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at the time? You cannot prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both you and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m., but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Why not just throw a Juniper in there just to be safe? Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Wow, I must really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. Again, the abrupt change in facial expression is just so weird. I get the feeling that was like done in like, not post-production, but on release or something. Like they thought it looked too creepy, so they changed it. That's why, Athena, I must have this and this by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Aw, don't be a potty pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please. Stage costume-related evidence taken in classic end justifies the mean style. Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. Is it going to be Hugh, or is it going to be the reporter girl? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. But why would anyone do that? Because it could be illegal? Initially, I heard it was to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it her grades were being brought up and sold through the surveillance network. That's bribery. The situation at Thieves Needle Academy is worse than I thought. All of this is important stuff. I still want to ask about the one thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though. Alright, I'm gonna shove some evidence in your face. Be prepared. Whoa! Check out your badge! What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh? Yeah, it's awesome! If the painting ever starts to peel or it gets all bent out, let me fix it up for you. Really? Thanks. No problemo. I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready, just in case. Wait, what does clay have to do with my badge? Yay, a present from Athena. Ooh, this is so exciting. Sorry, but it's not a present. I just wanted to know whether you knew anything about it. That's not nice, Athena. Why are you being so cranky today? I wasn't until a moment ago. Taboo, final showdown, raw nerve, you're kidding. Power decay before a spark. And before the storm. Already did this. No, don't take the all. Don't take that. Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? What? Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense. That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man. Professor Court's artistic sense? Maybe Ron plans to use the clay to sculpt a replica of Athena's badge. Maybe. Also, hey there. I gotta say, try to say your full name at least once. Jedi Knight James Lunargator. Look. Professor Court's artistic stance, that's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and it's very electric. Or eclectic. I can't say words. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in the photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. How hard did she polish it for it to break that much? She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So this is the statue in its proper state? You bet! Just look at all that wow silhouette. Wow, it's so C-U-T-E! I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? No. Not really. Athena? The Lady Justice that you put back together on the stage. Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage? Interesting. Well, I think that about covers it. Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at this school have their own built-in computer, you know? Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast-forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor pre-trial speech. Is it a cutscene, or...?
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
Well, that sounds what Professor means. I was right on that.
The mock trial and the crown jewel event of the school festival will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah. It's in a fixed position in the front of the stage.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for the day to come.
How come teachers' speeches always make me so sleepy? Let's just skip to the end of the speech. Oh, hey!
Now let the mock trial begin.
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Judy so large in this shot? Because she's closer to the camera? Looks to me that she cut right in front of the camera. That's what I said! Maybe Court couldn't remember what the Lady Justice looked like originally, or she was too embarrassed to ask for help. True. Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself, she had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. Oh, there's multiple rooms here. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like. There's a judge bench back in the back screen and a witness stand in the front. What about those balconies with the professors' names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Cole were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay, let's fast forward to this a bit.
And that's what the defendant is. Completely guilty.
Ah, that's me. Could you tell?
Objection. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow? I don't think so.
You heard that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's going to speak next.
I didn't do it. I suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Wow, that was an emotional performance. She put a real actress to shame. Wait, could you go back and play that scene again? You really think that's necessary? Because she said you're a goner.
I didn't do it. I suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Stop, did you hear that? I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again. Really? I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line link between the cases.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you.
You're a goner.
The voices in the performance do sound familiar, but I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really recording, one made for the mock trial from the video, that means the evidence was fabricated. They didn't just do a voice print analysis in time. They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that the gender would become key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. Wait a second.
No way!
Progressive means credo is the ends justify the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get the tape analyzed as soon as possible. It may be a fake. I don't know who this might be, so I'll just go like, allow me to assist you with that. Oh, it's Gavin here. Let's go to Gavin. At least make some kind of noise, so we know they're there. I'm imagining he's going to bring out the audio mixing tape deck again. He's just been carrying it around since that case. Go big or go home with a rockstar entrance, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. Trust that would be all right. Very much so, thanks. Well then. Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known that this is what I would find. October 25th, Detention Center. Visitors room. That about covers the main gist of our investigation. At least I don't have to go through all that again.
I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today.
Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it'll be getting dark soon, so... Junie? You must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait! You have to listen to me! I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised.
We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery, and we're going to bring you solid evidence showing you just what the truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you will accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth.
So please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. Before that, I have a badge. That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you. Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie. Thank you, but even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges. Wait, she only envies me for the badge? I did this already. I just thought it'd be different. The voice in the recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was using it to pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Arch attack. Every time that's going to be a heart attack for Apollo, it is the canon law now. Wait, Athena. My bracelet just reacted just now. It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone? Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Time to stare at her really weirdly. Now, is it going to be an eye thing, a hand thing, or... Oh wait, a thing's moving.
Gotcha!
Junie, but you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me, no matter how hard you try. When you said, and never causes trouble, a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about herself. Yeah, it's a little weird because she's speaking perfectly fine, but they're saying she coughed during that, and it made her scarf move. Like, it would make more sense if she, like, her chest heaved, so that's because what she's doing, she's coughing. But the fact that it's like, oh no, she coughed because her scarf moved, it's a little out there, to be honest. And it's like, again, we're supposed to be reading her body language and all that, and yet what we're reading is not a part of her body, it's her clothing. Like, your clothing vibrated. You're lying. I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. Secret about me? I don't understand.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her... They mentioned it one time, and I knew it was going to be becoming important because they wouldn't usually mention something unless it's important. She's the snitch. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you?
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests. And reporting it all to one of the professors.
And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence to see if I can prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. This is going to be important. Because it says October, Hugh 120. I think that means that he got a score of 120, which is literally impossible to get. And he thought, or someone thought, hey, putting a score of 120 means that I'm the best, when obviously you cannot get a score higher than 100. But that might also be the thing with the crane, because like I said, he's also in the crane. This is just my guess. I'm just throwing guesses out here. We've also got the planner. Brett from Mock Trial, meet with you about that report yesterday. Speak with Hugh O'Connor again. Because this was wrapped up inside the flag, which makes it important to a degree. I'll go with this first. If it's not this, I'll go with the picture. And if it's not that, I'll then go with the planner. Sounds like a plan. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Take that!
I'm relieved to see you coming around. You see, I was trying to hide anything. I wasn't trying. Juniper's one cool customer, Athena. Wait, I don't think that was the right piece of evidence. Whatever you show me won't change the fact that I've already told you all I know. You must have something that proves Junie's in the snitch and Hugh's the Connors to the case. Alright, we'll do this one.
Take that!
Yep, not that one.
Take that!
Okay, so yes. Right here in Professor Court's planet, it says routine report. I believe this means, meant to mean that the snitch will report to Professor Court. I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. Bless me. I also believe that Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from them meeting, Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. Sorry. Forgive me, Athena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected you from the start. You did? Now this is surprising. I'm so sorry. I would talk about our friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend. Juniper, I don't have that kind of special hearing that Athena does. But I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside. And its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Apollo. Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. Ooh, and it's a nice song too. Sad, it fits, but it's nice. She finally revealed our true self. Yeah, we got actual Juniper back. Or at least Juniper showing. What exactly was your role as a class snitch? Professor Court told me how the Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. But few others at the Academy shared her view.
I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic.
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about. And that report session in the planner, the one from October 22nd, was part of that? Yes, that's when I reported you to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend? I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking. What did you hear? He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only ever heard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? That's bribery! He was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, he has a lot of money. Maybe we should defend him instead. Nah. then that evidence that had always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret. This one?
Take that!
We found this while we were investigating the stage. Okay, so I did get it right. I just represented it too early, I guess. We found this while investigating the stage. It's got a huge name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now I'm hearing about bribes. It must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was paid to the... That's a huge jump. It could just be $120. It doesn't need to be grand, but okay. Because if it was grand, it would have a K at the end. But sometimes people don't do that, which is annoying. But yeah. What's more, just take a look at this mark. It's the mark on the same page on Professor Court's planner. Hey, you're right. Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? I don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have Professor Court. But...
That is impossible. She is the last person I ever suspected of accepting bribes.
Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe the private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected you if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone could have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected you. You've got to be kidding me. There's more? If it did, shouldn't he have checked the planner to see if the page was torn from the book? That is a good point. It might have been just because they just went, oh, let's go to the end of the page and see what was lost there, rather than looking through it. That might have been just what they do, because I wouldn't put it past them, because a lot of people seem to miss a lot of evidence, including mostly the police. But yeah. I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Tina. She gonna die or something? Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened. I'm starting to wonder if she's got asthma.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
It's the dramatic anime. She just said that. I don't need to read it again. His hands were dripping with blood. He's gonna have Apollo's heart attack? Yeah. What? But why? What am I gonna do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer. My mind keeps telling me he is. No matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I gonna do? Hugh, please. I can't take this anymore, Athena. I'm losing my voice. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said he went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means.
My main concern is whether you can defeat the prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I'll be watching from the gallery. And I shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Tina, I'm sorry, I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it. Don't worry, we already know what the prosecutor's key evidence of piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free. And here's the reason why Juniper likes Apollo, I guess. I wouldn't have it any other way. should all be ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? Why did you have to say that? You've just jinxed it. Or there was a fourth witness. Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I better be imagining it. To be continued. Oh yeah! You did a good job. Actually, we got a lot done. To be honest, that was a lot to go through. Yes, continue. Save complete. And that, I think, is a good place to stop. How long have we been going? Yeah, we've only got 8 minutes for 2 hours. So yeah, this is the perfect place to stop for today. I'm saving again just in case I didn't. Turn to main games menu. So, we shall come back with this on Thursday, because today's Tuesday. I don't want to turn it back. Yes, but next time we shall continue with this on Thursday, where we will find out who killed who, and if it was all really true, and if the guy just had glaze on his hands. Because that blood was very, pale. But that might just be me. But yeah, we got to see what happens with that. Tomorrow I'll be back with Halo ODST for anyone who wants to watch that. Tune in. We'll be around about the same time. I don't know how much there is of ODST. Going by how short the other Halo games have been, it might be just as short, if not shorter. But I feel like we still got a few stuff to explore. So yeah, tune in for that if you want to. And like I said, we'll be back with this on Thursday. So yeah, thank you all for watching today. As usual, if you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, do the bell notification so you know when our next stream. And also, if you want to help to support me directly, there's also Patreon and tips in the description as well. And if you do become a patron, get your name added here to the patron list, where I give you a shout out at the end of the stream. And I thank you for the continued support and I greatly appreciate you, like I do with Hiroru Akuni and the Swordmaster 37. And I allow you to find out about a student that killed someone and get covered in blood, and then we like throw the body out the window. Wait, that means we're the murderer. Anyway, yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow, so look forward to that. And until then, everyone take care. You'll have a nice rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Rafa-chan. Bright Jedi Knight. Y'all take care. Bye.